Y'all, stop doing your concealer like this. It is driving me nuts. Part of the reason is because this is just too much product. Of course, when you're younger, you can get away with putting on more makeup, but when you have any type of fine lines, this is going to settle into them. It's gonna look cakey. You do not need this much concealer. If you need this much concealer, you need to be using a color corrector underneath your concealer to actually cancel out the darkness. The second reason that this is not for everyone is that when you're blending this giant patch of concealer out this way, it visually widens the face, and that is not flattering on everyone. For instance, on somebody like Selena Gomez, who that is the widest part of her face naturally, I would never highlight right there, and you shouldn't either unless you know that it flatters your face. Yo, this is so much concealer, I can barely even blend it out. And you might be looking at it and thinking, oh my God, that looks great. It's so bright. But this is so much in person. On camera and with the lighting I'm using, it might look flawless, but I'm telling you, this is too much concealer. I hope you're enjoying this cameo by my puppy Simon, by the way. All right, so what should you do instead? What you should do is never put the product right on your face. Pick up the amount of product you want to use and blend it in so that you can build up to the result that you want to get. I actually created another video about how to do your concealer, which is how I do it on all my clients. But I like to use a blending brush and just pick up a teeny amount of product and then sweep it under the eye, blending it out just a little bit in the areas that need less coverage. You don't need that much coverage on this outer edge of your eye. Sometimes we have a little spot right here, but you don't need this giant patch of concealer there. So just use the amount that you actually need. And as I mentioned, if you need a color corrector, you can use that with this as well. I know that it's super hard when you're learning makeup on TikTok to kind of figure out whether or not these trends are something that is going to work for you, but that's why it's really important to learn the principles behind makeup and why you're doing what you're doing instead of just blindly copying other people's routines.